Hi, I'm Mark Metcalf. Welcome to the Libby, Montana Movie of the Month on CW18. Today's movie is Fortune Hunters. Fortune Hunters stars Richard Thomas, who you'll remember as John Boy Walton from The Waltons, Maureen McCormick, my nose, Marsha Brady from The Brady Bunch, C. Thomas Howell, a lot of other people, and myself as Officer Bob. Fortune Hunters is a fast-paced action comedy that tells the story of a family that loses a $50 million lottery ticket on their way to claim the prize. Madcap fun follows as they have only a short time to find and reclaim their ticket. I had some madcap fun myself as I did all my own stunts, some of them accidentally. Later on, I'll tell you more about the making of the movie. We'll also be joined by my good friend Julia Newby of First Stage Children's Theater and First Stage Theater Academy, who'll tell us about their current production and talk to us about the Academy. So now let's sit back and enjoy today's Libby, Montana CW18 Movie of the Month, Fortune Hunters. Welcome back to the Libby, Montana Movie of the Month on CW18, Fortune Hunters. I'd like to welcome my good friend, Julia Newby, the Education Director at First Stage Children's Theater and the First Stage Academy. Welcome.
Yes, thank you.
And here we are in the Milwaukee Youth Arts Center. Yes?
Yeah. Well, I have a question for you. It was really exciting when watching Fortune Hunters to see you working with young actors.
Yeah.
And I know from your work on stage at First Stage Children's Theater, you also work with young actors. Tell me a little bit about that. What is that experience like? What do you teach those young people? And in return, what do you gain from that experience of working with them?
Well, I'll start with what I gain from it, because one of the things that working with children that really sort of revitalized my love of the theater and of film and of acting in general is that kid actors, child actors are extraordinarily honest. It's very difficult for them to be dishonest.
Yes.
And when they are faking it, it's so obvious that you just say, let's do it again. And especially the kids that are trained by the First Stage Academy here are so disciplined. Their professionalism is phenomenal, their commitment is great, and their honesty and directness is really, really good. They always speak from the heart. And I always think that everybody thinks acting is about lying, but what acting really is about telling the truth using imagination and pretending. But and the kids in this movie were great. In fact, one of the young girl that plays the daughter in this had been, and after this movie, came and joined a workshop that I was running where we worked with Meisner techniques. She came and did that and worked in that. And
oh, is that neat?
Yeah. And I hope what I bring to the kids is just a lot of experience, maybe some technique, a way of behaving and handling yourself on the set. Because
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult thing to adjust to if you've done a lot of plays and then go to movies. The whole timing is different, because in movies you do a lot of sitting around and waiting.
Well, tell me about that movie experience and maybe a little bit about sitting around and waiting with Maureen McCormick and Corey Feldman.
Marsha Brady from the Brady Bunch. My nose.
And you also worked with her on Teen Angel, is
and
that
I did
right?
a television series with Teen Angel where she played the mother of the lead, and I was the principal at the school, and I got to dance with Marsha Brady. One of the episodes, I think, the last episode, I got to dance and sing the Green Beret anthem to Marsha Brady. It was a very funny scene. And the other person who was in this who was a great influence on me was John Boy Walton, Richard Thomas, who played John Boy Walton in The Waltons. And he turned me on to a wonderful book by Harold Bloom called Shakespeare, the Invention of the Human, by Harold Bloom, which is a great book, which really sort of opened Shakespeare up in a new way for me. Richard Thomas, Corey Feldman is in this, who was a child actor in Goonies. You know the movie Goonies? One of your favorite movies. But now, enough about me. Let's talk about you. What do you think about me? No, I'm kidding. What's going on at First Stage this month?
Oh, wow, we have a lot going on. We open the Watsons Go to Birmingham on January 18th.
Okay.
And that runs all the way through February 15th.
Great.
At our theater, which the Milwaukee Youth Arts Center, this wonderful building, this is where we hold all of our classes, and this is where all of our administrative offices are.
And you rehearse over
And
here
we also
too,
rehearse
right?
here. But our main stage theater is still at the Marcus Performing Arts Center.
The Todd Weir.
You got it.
Right.
And so that is going on at the Todd Weir Theater throughout January and February, pardon me. And then in February, we start, February 29th actually, we start Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty?
Which is a wonderful and heroic tale.
Yes, it is, the Walt Disney movie.
But very different than the Walt Disney script.
Okay.
This script really focuses on the prince's journey, and it's a coming-of-age tale that really goes through his journey of saving his friend and gaining the courage he needs to go on this adventure.
Good.
So,
oh, good.
And we also have the Theater Academy, which starts our winter session January 19th.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have our
Great.
spring semester that's also coming up. And then summer.
So the Academy goes year-round. I know it works
does.
in the summer, where it's like a summer camp for
Yes.
theater.
Day camp, yeah.
Right, day camp. Teaching life skills through teaching theater skills.
Life
which is-
skills through stage
Right.
skills. That is our mission.
Back to what we
Yes.
talked about at the beginning. That's the other thing about the kids that you work with at First Stage, is they are such great humans, gentlemen and ladies, but that implies a kind of a, possibly implies a kind of a false politeness. They're just really concerned, caring people.
They are. You're so right. The community of the First Stage Theater Academy is truly incredible, and they are kind and respectful, and having a kind and respectful environment is the best environment for theater or any type of art to happen in.
Sure.
Because how can you create if you don't trust the people that you are
That
around?
you're with. You can't lose your imagination.
Yeah, so these young people, they know how to take risks, and they're not afraid to make mistakes or learn from them.
Right. Thank you. Let's go back now to Fortune Hunters, the Libby, Montana Movie of the Month on CW 18. Thank you, Julia.
Thank you.
Very much. And thank you. Have a good time. Welcome back to the Libby, Montana Movie of the Month on CW 18. I hope you are enjoying watching this movie as much as I enjoyed making it. If you love movies, be sure to watch Made in Hollywood and Real Talk Sundays on My 24. I'd like to thank Julia Newby, my beautiful, gorgeous friend Julia Newby of First Stage Children's Theater, for talking to us about their current production, The Watsons Go to Birmingham. Please, stop in and visit us here at Libby, Montana Bar and Grill. Try one of our famous pot pies on Saturday nights or the fish fry on Friday nights. And Valentine's Day is coming up. Who are you thinking of? Now, the conclusion of Fortune Hunters.